I just saw an auditor come in here. You don't like to see an auditor from the Gambia. Mohammed, you're welcome. I'm scared to see you, but it's good to see you here. Bismillah. I want to start off by greeting our hosts, the Inter-African Committee, Gambia House, and all their partners in Norway here. And of course, I salute the host country through their king, the King of Norway. I'm a big fan of monarchies. I'm very happy to be in Norway. Beautiful, clean and green city, Oslo. I love it. It's quite an interesting theme that we are discussing here. Dismantling the patriarchy is actually very scary, if you ask me, because I'm a Muslim, and if you look at the etymology of the word patriarch and the history of the use of the theme patriarch, you cannot miss the forefather of our religion, Islam, Ibrahim alayhi salam. We call it Abraham. And in our Quran we are told, ثُمَّ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ أَنِ اتَّبِعْ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. So we are asked to follow the patriarch. So if you're asking me to talk on dismantling the patriarchy, you're asking for trouble. And if I say Abraham is the father of both the Christians and the Muslims, so it's quite an interesting topic, and I decided to start off by interrogating the platform itself, the theme used. Do we need to dismantle patriarchy? That is the question. We have religions, religious systems, cultures, cultural systems that may not be perfect, but I believe generally they've served us very well over thousands of years. If they have shortcomings, should we dismantle them, or should we interrogate them and try to understand them better and mitigate their shortcomings, rather than doing the proverbial throwing the baby with the bathwater? No system is perfect, and every system is subject to abuse. But platforms and conversations like this, I believe, can help us to become better human beings, better societies, powered by justice and compassion. Because if you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you follow Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who is sent by Allah as what? Rahmatan lil alameen, a mercy and a blessing for all humanity. We talk about Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, who is known as the King of Peace. Who can follow these two beacons of light and oppress people and treat people unjustly? No, you cannot justify it under either Islam or Christianity. So this is where I think the interrogation should start. God made men and women different, but does that mean that the woman is any less than the man? No. If their inclinations in terms of choice, taste, or style is different, does that make them any lesser? No. I think it actually makes the world an even more beautiful place. If you look at Islam, for instance, which sometimes some people use to try to justify their own personal proclivities, you see that religion, there is no other religion or system that treats women better if we understand it and apply it as it is supposed to be applied, as revealed in the Holy Quran. Lead head of our religion, the example that Allah asks us to follow, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in whose book you will find a verse so powerful, so threatening to those who oppress the female gender. If you're really a Muslim and you read these verses, you will think twice before you raise your hand against a woman or a girl child. Allah tells us, وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. This verse is coming at a time when people had female children, they would kill them. And Allah is saying on the day of judgment, one of the first questions that would be asked, among the questions, when the girl child is asked, for what reason was she killed? And it's a very profound message that came like more than 1,400 years ago. And still some people want to oppress women in the guise of religion, not in the name of my religion, in which there is a surah, Surah Ahzab, with a verse where Allah says, Innal Muslimina wal Muslimat wal Muminina wal Muminat wal Qanitina wal Qanitat wal Sadiqina wal Sadiqat wal Sabirina wal Sabirat والخاشعين والخاشئات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات, up to the end of the ayah. Wherever Allah says something about the male, He would say the same about the female, repeating it. And Allah is not frivolous. He's doing
That was
like what I'm saying.
No.
These men are still here. They really want to hear this message.
Wow.
So Allah is saying, the Muslim men and the Muslim women, the believing men and the believing women, the obedient men and the obedient women, the truthful men, the truthful women, the patient. Whenever He says men, He says women, to show that you work, you get reward as a man from Allah. As a woman, you do righteousness, you get paid righteousness. One of my favorite commentators once said, Agoye, ning ala couple di kewola, couple di musola, na esajino di kewola, esajino di musola, na captain no di kewola, captain no di musola. This is in our Quran.
Wow.
How can you use that book to try to demonize or diminish women? This is our deen, where the desire for a male child, as narrated in Surah Ali Imran, led to the birth of a female child. That was the complaint. She was expecting a male child that would be dedicated to the service of Allah, and got a female. And who is that female? Maryam alayhi salam. And she became what? One of the greatest human beings. I'm not just saying woman, one of the greatest human beings ever, who gave birth to one of the greatest human beings ever, Isa alayhi salam. We talk of Western civilization, modern civilization, progress of humanity is based on the Holy Bible. And you cannot talk about the Bible without Jesus. In Islam we call her Isa ibn Maryam. That's the son of Maryam. So we cannot demonize or diminish women, because we, those of us who bear the blame for it, are nothing without women. I happen to be the last born of my mother, and I have 3 sisters in my family, so I cannot stand demonizing or oppressing women. So the point is to look at our religions and our culture. I had a very good old senior friend of mine, the late Batarawale, icon of journalism in the Gambia, who once called me into his house and told me, Modu, sit down here, I'll teach you something, I'll put something into your head. He said, when you talk of our cultures, it's from, of course, the Mandinka tradition. And if I talk about Mandinka, I mean Manding, which was an empire that has warlords Sarahule. You see, even in this even in Sarahule from the Mandin Lemon. Our Mandin Banku Bahati. That's my ego, Mr. Sungun. Hello. So he told me in the Mandin culture, our women were actually the chancellors of our exchequer. And he started telling me how, if you look at the land tenure system, how the pharaohs are all bequeathed to the women. They own that have the rights. What happens when your son marries a daughter and she comes in, she gets to get a part of that heritage. And he told me in ancient Manding, wealth was measured in gold and cows. And that gold was all kept by the women. And he said that's why if you look at our Mandinka women of old, they had these loads and loads of gold on their ears. It was not just for decoration. They were the holders, bearers of the treasury. They were the chancellors of the exchequers of Manding. So if you understand Manding and the history of Manding, you will not look down upon women, and you will not disrespect women, and you will not deprive women of holding positions of responsibility in society, because it's unjustified. So nkon kata ben nkon kata damen koma otolonne bali fum bota damen ngajelonne ba ni mambudu la lon tenta dula lon nano. So natram ko holi fani ngam sulla nyanto di la ngi sembentu ya mba kera nyadi le nkana so moli nene ka fonye ko la di no le mambete ya wala na ka musulla nyanto ti nya ani menu ka fo ko dino e ka wala tamani fo e dino yin fa am le am kam to la kunti Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam we musul bunyale ay horomale ay sembentu ya le islamo keta islamo to bi kabiling ayo kita Muhammad kan tarufirahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi amurta makka sate okono adunta ke wolle la bungo kono bang atata ke wolla tatole kono bang atata la musole ya subula la dinkiti bakaka honna khadijatu zammiluni o muso wolle kita al islamu la barumati so islamu tekela no dino ti me alonko ise muso la nyanto tabulu ye muso doya ya je ko ke wala nyanta na fulo sotola atele nyanta pala hani na dino manke wati na do man di mo men fono wala ala ji batara wale ala mani mani ka fakela journalist ba na kan ko man di ka fo nyego men ka fo ko man di ko ani man di ka ya e ka muso sembe ya ko ne ko wante na farol be tolle na salol famali ka manki to manke ya ti ro damati e tolle na minister of finance e boto ma murun na ya kan al senari nyame niaje baraka patabe patato niaga la kan na tariko men be safaren tuba bolle ya safe yen na tariko lonne bam na jali ngaral ikana na ya tuje yedum yen na yala kulul jibe ya landi nyato fondin kewol be sutero kelale tamandiro nyanta kela nyame kuwe kuto batabe batato abe lari na musul kan nani jamango kambi amambo mandi abota tuwa budule ni la kabi to lebe ni ko na ko sainde ka bo women empowerment ba ni la kabi ko jibe amambe sani tadulu koma ibu kaso muso e kato fay wolle mo tilindi baltibam why will man killing why it's a globalized world. We can learn from east and west, but you start at home and then you build on that. In my case, like I said, I'm the last born of my mother. I have sisters who took care of me, contributed to who I am today. In my home, I have, well, those living with me, 2 sons and a daughter. Latir does the dishes, he cleans the kitchen. Khadija helps occasionally. I have a nephew who's celebrating in his own right in the Gambia. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Flo. He does the dishes when the maid is not there. Sometimes we have a paid maid. I'll get my clothes to Flo to wash them if I feel that they pay her. But I feel sometimes she's overburdened. I give it to Flo to wash it, and she does it gladly. So it takes us back to what Musa was saying, that we may need to, start this training at home. We cannot shed our responsibilities and give us to the teachers. They are overburdened also. And the Honorable Minister of Women's Affairs also said some of these good patriarchal traditions can be a burden to men also. But I think we need further dialogue also between the two sexes, especially with the wise old ones who saw yesterday and are seeing today. Then we can discuss these things. I think women need support. I think women need help, especially those women who are called educated women. And sometimes I feel, as an educated woman, you've got to be lucky to have the right man to progress, whether you are in academics or as a professional. I've learned a lot about this. And I think it takes a lot of dialogue. I'm lucky to have a very beautiful, smart wife that I call my better brain, Gina Batidasar, and we support each other. I am nothing without her. I'm sure maybe she'll feel the same way like I feel, but I'm very troublesome. But we try to support each other. And sometimes, anytime, I recently saw a smart Gambian woman from Scandinavia rising in her profession. I said, I'll connect her with my wife to mentor her, because you see the fragilities sometimes, because no matter how smart or strong you are as a woman or as a man either, and this is true of both sexes, you need the support of your spouse, and you need the support of your family, and you need the support of your society. And men only progressing in education and career does not make us a better society. It's better if both men and women are supported to become better educated, to become better professionals. We have a better society, and our children become better children, and they learn better religious and cultural practices, so that we can continue to build a bigger, better, and fairer world between the two sexes. At the Savannah Leadership Academy, we have a cultural choir where we have all our lead singers are female singers, and among their songs are songs actually to celebrate women, high-achieving women and what they can do in our societies, for our societies. So we don't have to just leave it at the level of conferences and speeches in our traditional songs. I know Dr. Balasabo in the United States of America, who does research on the traditional issues, brought in a group of Canadian women, and he was recording and analyzing their songs of how sometimes our women get back to us men for all our excesses. And I thought that was very cool. Women, when they want to get back to you, get ready, man.